I want to get the true ending in Hollow Knight, and to do that, it's pretty simple, to be honest. All you have to do is go to Kingdom's Edge, go past this one random ledge, find and fight a hornet, get marked by the King's Brand, which allows you to go into the Abyss, and at the bottom of it, you get Shade Cloak, and then you have to go to an area that I haven't even been to in my playthrough yet, which is Queen's Gardens, where there's a Shade Gate with the Traitor Lord on the other side of it, and 1800 on the other half of the house. Did you catch all that? Good. After this, Hornet will meet you at the Black Egg Temple, and now you have to do the Hollow Knight fight again, but this time she'll come in and pin him down, meaning that you can dream nail him, and in his dreams is the final boss of the game where you can fight the source of the infection that spread throughout the kingdom and cause Hollowness collapse, which is the fucking sun. On top of that, I want to do a bunch of the other side content and DLCs, such as the GRIMM TROUPE, which my friend told me is like somewhere in Howling Cliffs, and that's all I know about it. Yeah, so to get the true ending, you have to follow this confusing ass flowchart that I made that probably isn't even correct, and I don't even know where to start. And so here is how I went from doing the Hollow Knight fight to doing it again. Except this time, there's a lot of random stuff in between the two, and also there's another boss that comes after that. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, because this was pretty fun. This is still the best game I've ever played, by the way. That hasn't changed. I don't know, just start it, man. Fortunately for me, in my playthrough up to the first ending, I did go to Kingdom's Edge, get the King's Brand, go to the Abyss, and get Shade Cloak. Because of this, I now have to go for the Mantis Lord to get half of the King Soul. This happens to be an area I haven't been to, which is... I didn't know this area existed until I started researching for this video, because let's be real, I was not going to figure all of this out. But when I got here, I was shocked. You see, this area is really big, and I didn't actually look up where the Traitor Lord is, so you know what time it is. The Traitor Lord is not a very hard boss. He's basically just like the smaller Traitor Mantises, but not smaller. However, I didn't know his attack patterns yet, because this is the first time I fought him. Additionally, I wasn't great at using Shade Cloak yet in bosses. The only one I've used it in is the Hollow Knight, and that's it. So I'm not like super practiced at dodging attacks with it. Because he does double damage, so if you're not dodging attacks, you're kind of cooked. After a couple tries though, I did get the hang of it, and it wasn't too hard to deal with after that. Killing the Traitor Lord grants you access to the White Lady. She was the queen at some point and holds a white fragment, which is half of the King Soul. The King Soul, well, there's the flowchart, remember? But now I have half of it, which is good. However, I do want to mention one thing that happened before I beat the Traitor Lord. You see, after my first death to him, I got lost on the way back because I wasn't using the compass and I'm bad with directions. And on my return trip, I found the Stag Station, but more importantly, I found a dream boss, which is good for me. It's more essence that I'll eventually be able to use to get the AWOKEN dream now.
Something about this boss fight just really pisses me off. Maybe it's because it feels like you're playing ping pong with a crackhead who can teleport and also goes and somehow I'm losing. I don't know why I'm bad at killing Marmu, but I am, and this took several tries. Marmu brings me 150 essence closer to that 1800 goal. Those two bosses are ones I would consider to be pretty easy, and yet somehow they took me 4 times as many tries as Watcher Knights did. Yeah, I don't know either. By this point, there were a ton of areas I haven't explored, a ton of small corners I want to check, and some key items that I knew I should probably find at some point. So, I decided to just start poking around. It's me.
You.
That's not me. The f is that?
Nosk.
Nosk.
It's Nosk.
Ah! Alright, he runs across.
You know there's a trick to this? Like there's a cheat that most people use to beat it. Alright, first put Defender's Crest or Shrew, and then I guess Soul Catcher. If you want, you can have Grub Song, but that's up to you.
Let's bring Grub Song and then something else. That's one. Alright, cool. This?
Like here. Yeah. And then you can just up slash.
Oh, he runs over. Hey. He's gonna... Yeah. Oh.
Easy.
This is the Hive. This area is completely walled off from the rest of the map, and you can only enter through the one door that I just came through. It's a pretty barren area with just a bunch of rooms with these bee enemies in them, and this god-awful ambience, bro, like Jesus Christ. Towards the end of the Hive, there is... Oh, go away. Towards the end of the Hive, there is something... For fuck's sake. Towards the end of the Hive, there is something pretty interesting, and that's, of course, the Hive. A bunch of bees raining from the sky. I don't know what it's with these easier bosses taking me a lot more tries than they should, but Hive Knight in 9 is not too bad, I guess. Once you defeat him, it gets you access to the Hive Blood Charm, which heals you over time if you don't take damage for long enough. The ghost of Queen Vespa appears, and I ignore her dialogue and dreamnail her because I need to get that +1 essence. Listen, I gotta get to 1800 somehow. I knew that the Grimm Troupe was somewhere in Howling Cliffs, and that's about it, so I decided to go up there and check. In my first playthrough, I hadn't looked through it very thoroughly because, to be honest, it's a pretty boring area. But after doing a quick comb over the area, I found this hidden wall. Now, there was nothing behind the hidden wall, so I kept looking, but then it hit me. There's another hidden wall behind the hidden wall, and behind here is the Grimm Troupe, the corpse of a large bug. But I'm a genius, and I'm definitely not googling anything right now anyways, so I dream-nailed him, and then I found this, like, fire pit that spawned in. So I hit the fire pit a bunch of times, and then all of a sudden... the real Grimm Shady shows up, gives me his child, thanks me for summoning him, and then sends me on a fetch quest with no explanation. Tried to return his child back to him after I got the 3 flames, but apparently he doesn't want custody because he gave it back to me in a slightly bigger form and told me to get 3 more flames. This isn't really a fight, but more of a dance. He has 4 attacks, and they all have pretty clear-cut ways to dodge, with them also being spaced out with a decent amount of time for you to react, meaning that he gets his turn, you get yours, etc. While this might sound easy on paper, the boss is still really fast, and Grimm is pretty hard to hit because of how much he teleports around, so it can drag on for a long time. Even still, this fight represents a lot of what makes Mantis Lords so good, and there's a good reason why I like it a lot. Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm gonna unpause and die. I'm sure it's fine. This fight looks super cool when it gets played cleanly, and once you learn the rhythms and how to dodge every attack, you really get into the flow of things, and it feels really good. After I defeat him, he gives me a charm notch, his child back, and then tells me to find more flames. Jesus, man, like, how many do you want me to find? This is kind of getting ridiculous now. For those of you who know what comes next, I didn't, and I was not aware of what I was signing myself up for. Oh, he's asleep. Well, I wonder what happens if I dream nail him. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Everyone has their first experience with Nightmare King Grimm. Most people have one that lasts less than 30 seconds. This boss is considered by many to be the hardest in the game, and is at least top 3 in my opinion. He does double damage, and does everything that Grimm does, but faster.
I do not have a good history with evolved versions of bosses that do the same thing but faster.
And one thing I like to do in this game is bash my head into a wall until something works. And, unfortunately for me, Nightmare King Grimm was gonna take a lot of bashing.
I remember looking at the clock at the bottom right of my screen and seeing that it said 9:30 p.m. and thinking, yeah, an hour seems alright. I'll try till 10:30 and then I'll go to bed. I went to bed that night at midnight. The problem is that I was getting it. When he shoots the bat projectiles, you jump through the first one and dash through the second. When he swipes across, you dash through and then dodge the fire. When he comes down, you jump over and pogo twice. When he does this weird fire column thing, you can kinda just tap left or right. And the spike floor is just a reaction time check, but if I jump higher, I have slightly more time to react. These are all things that I am capable of doing, and in these individual segments you can see I do each one flawlessly. I just need to do it all in one go, for around 5 minutes or so without getting hit 4 times quickly.
Oh, I popped his first phase.
Yeah, not so easy, huh?
Wait, Nathan, I'm him. I just popped his second phase twice in a row. No way I walked into that, bro. Oh, okay. King Grimm is pretty fire as well. I've been listening to it all night, don't worry. I died. I was in a call with my friend who was playing some Celeste music, and for some reason, that hit late at night, and it also brought me to my best attempt yet. Oh, I'm selling.
No way.
Oh, no way.
The Whittler, bro, you're so low. Bro, I think you might actually. No!
No! I missed the second one. That was so close.
Was that third?
Yeah, that was third phase.
That's crazy.
I'm not sleeping tonight, am I? The good runs were getting closer and closer together. The win was coming. I knew it. It was just a matter of how long. Okay. Hold. Third phase. Wait, this could be a run. Hold. Fourth phase.
Wait, how are you killing me so fast? I just died at the first phase when you said fourth.
Oh god. Oh, I jumped into it? Okay. Bro!
Well, I
I
just
jumped into it.
first phase.
I need to heal. I'm okay at this. Oh, as I say that, holy shit. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, I did hitless first phase already, and I died on the second phase because I suck.
Okay, hitless. Okay.
Hey,
No.
the robot has downloaded this information. See, this is machine learning.
Dude, this is a crazy run. What the hell?
Machine learning.
Oh my god, balloon hitless? Wait, I'm him.
Don't jump on the ones higher than you, Tyler. Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. Oh! Oh,
Okay,
bro, he juked me. Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
Oh my. It's like popping ult. What am I doing? I'm turning the music up. Oh wait, I'm at the same part. I'm at the same part as before where I loved it. Oh! Please say he's dead. No way! Nah. Unlucky. I don't know if it's these bright lights or what, but for some reason when I get to this last stretch of the Grimm fight, I choke. At this point in time, it was probably past midnight. I should have gone to bed at least an hour ago, and I've been fighting Grimm for like 4. Yeah, it was kind of cooked, and while I did try some more attempts, none of them ended up making it through, so I ended up leaving it until the next morning.
Sure.
Or I could just beat it on this attempt, go to bed, and have it finish, you know?
Yeah, I want you to be an apple.
Well, I'm just gonna beat it on this attempt.
Yeah, cause
What am I doing? I'm selling. Wait, no, I'm dialed. Big dodge. No, he fainted me, bro. So, kids, maybe take this as a lesson to not bash your head into a wall for 4 hours in a row. You know what? It took me 2 attempts the next morning, so maybe people are right. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Let's ignore the fact that this bit took me longer to edit than it did to beat the boss, and move on with our day. I understand that this is meant to be a video about the true ending of Hollow Knight, and I've been talking about the GRIMM TROUPE for the past 15 minutes. Sue me for false advertising all you want. After I did this, I wanted to actually continue with getting this true ending because, well, I didn't really know what else to do. I feel like I've done everything I could to procrastinate it, so... Now we need to get 1800 essence to get the upgraded dream nail, to get to the White Palace, to make the King Soul, to get the Void Heart. There's the flowchart, remember? I initially started gathering essence by doing dream trees because I didn't realize that the dream bosses gave you so much more that it's not even worth doing them in the first place. I knew that there was a dream version of the False Knight called Failed Champion. I ran around in the arena for like 10 minutes and I didn't find anything. I still haven't beaten Failed Champ, at least outside of the Pantheon. I gave up on searching for him though, and instead tried to find the upgraded Soul Master. Guess what? Soul Tyrant is Soul Master but faster. And this is the first upgraded version of a boss that didn't cook me for over 2 hours, so we'll take it. What? Can you not hear me over all these saw blades? My bad, I'll turn them down. The White Palace is this game's version of an endgame parkour gauntlet. I am quite bad at parkour and movement in this game, so I was not confident going into the White Palace. I'm not really sure what to say about the White Palace. There's just a lot of saw blades, a lot of spikes, they all hurt, and it's just platforming. Hey, did you guys know that a charm I got during this video actually heals you if you don't take damage for 10 seconds and is pretty much the best thing you can have in parkour sections like these? Even with this charm though, I couldn't figure out how to get through this section, and to this day I don't even know if you can. I do know you can skip by going under it though. I found that. With my fancy new king soul, I now have to head to the abyss to open up the birthplace. The only thing left for me to do is fight the final boss of the game, or at least one of them. That is the